Welcome back, guys. This is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and we are trying our hardest to make Journey famous. I mean, look at this pup. It's thunderstorming out, so she needs all of the comfort she can get. But we are going to talk about the NordicTrack X24 bike. See ya. We are going to talk about the NordicTrack X24 bike, and is this another overpriced, overhyped bike, or does it live up to the hype? I mean, this is a well-constructed bike with a ton of features. Genuinely, this is one of my favorite bikes that I have tested. I actually really like a lot of products by NordicTrack. There is one thing that is always going to annoy me about NordicTrack, and I am going to talk to you about it. Now, this bike is stacked with features. I mean, it has a massive 24-inch pivoting touchscreen. The touchscreen can go ahead and move side to side or up and down. It can also move completely to the side, so if you want to do the iFIT programming off of the bike or on the bike, you can easily switch it around so you can do all of the HIIT, cardio, yoga classes through the iFIT programming off of the bike. Now, iFIT programming is kind of expensive, and a lot of people don't like subscriptions, so let me know what you think about subscriptions in general. Personally, I find value in them. iFIT programming is $39 a month for a family membership, and it will set up to 5 user profiles, so a lot of people in your family have the ability to be able to use this. However, I mean, it is expensive. Granted, I actually think it's some of the best programming. So again, let me know in the comments what you think about subscription costs for machines in general, and then if you've tried iFIT, let me know your favorite classes. Now, unlike Peloton, where it's primarily studio-based classes, where I think iFIT really shines is their outdoor experiences, so you can kind of ride all over the world. All of their programs on the cycling are like guided tours, like guided bike rides through different places like China, Australia, New York City, Chicago. I mean, you name it, iFIT has kind of gone everywhere. And if you don't want to follow along with like an iFIT class on this bike, you do have the ability to go ahead and customize your own workouts. So you can customize it by distance, intensity, RPMs, time, and then it will go ahead and let you set intervals to whatever you want, and it will actually allow you to save those customized programs so you can come back and use them again, repeat them again, or adjust them however you want. Another cool feature about iFIT is it actually syncs with a lot of other like fitness trackers. So it will go ahead and sync with like Google Fit, Apple Health, Garmin Connect, and then also Strava. Now, I wasn't able to connect my Apple Watch, and there was a couple people online who said that they weren't able to connect their Apple Watch either. However, a lot of people also were able to connect, so I am not sure like if it's my watch, if it needs to be an updated version, whatever it is. So I wouldn't say it can connect to your Apple Watch, but it possibly could. Before we talk about more of the intricate details of this X24 bike by NordicTrack, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Also, if you wanna go ahead and purchase this, we've made it super easy. Place a link below the like button. When you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It just gives us a small commission, allows us to do more video reviews like this. And lastly, this was sent to us by the company, but again, this is an honest review, and I am about to tell you the one thing I don't like about this bike. All right, so this bike comes with 24 levels of magnetic resistance. It is super silent, really quiet. This is a very quiet and sturdy bike. With that resistance, you have the ability to either adjust the incline and decline on the handlebars and your resistance levels on the handlebars, or from the touchscreen itself. It functioned really well. The touchscreen is really responsive. Now, this bike comes with a massive incline and a really massive decline, probably like the highest that I've seen out of any bike that I have tested. And I actually love this function. So it goes all the way up to a 20% incline, which even when I was at a resistance level 1, really got my heart rate up and felt so much more like mimic to a true outdoor cycling experience. And then it goes all the way to a 10% decline. I felt like I was completely leaning forward, going down a big hill. I don't know what the grades are on mountain biking, but like Black Diamond, like that's how I felt. Like it felt so massive, and it just made the entire workout so much more fun, especially when I chose a class that was a hill class, because that incline was moving, that decline was moving, my heart rate was up. As I got pedaling, it also changed the resistance for me as I was going uphill, again, to mimic what like an actual outdoor cycling experience is like. Now, iFIT has basically automatic trainer control. So essentially what that means is it's a hand-free experience. So you go ahead, join a class, and it'll show you at the bottom of the screen how many hills, how many declines you're going to go ahead and do, and the bike will automatically move for you. It also has smart adjust technology. Now I'm kind of like 50-50 on whether I like this feature. So essentially it will go ahead and set your RPMs, and if you fall off base, either too high, too low, you're not hitting your RPMs, you're gonna have pop-up messages, and it continues to pop up and let you know like, hey, you need to get back on track, you need to pick up the pace, you need to slow down your pace, whatever it is. I just didn't like the constant feedback, but you can easily turn that function off if it annoys you as well. Okay, so in terms of comforts, this has dual-sided pedals, meaning that you can go ahead and use SBD clips with it or your tennis shoes, and it has a cage toe box. Super easy to adjust, and then allows you, the user, to be able to use, again, cycling bikes or your regular tennis shoes. In terms of its seat, this is not my favorite seat. I just did a video on the Yasuda YB00R. That seat was phenomenal. Now, I will say this is an upgraded seat from their old S22i version. It's a lot more comfortable, but does it rank as my favorite cycling saddle? Definitely not. Like, I wouldn't want to spend a long time riding on this, but again, I'm not an avid cyclist. Like, I haven't built up whatever sort of like butt muscles or comfort muscles that cyclists use to go ahead and do long rides on this. I will say it's an upgrade, but still not my favorite. I also like the design of the handlebar. So it's this nice U-shaped design, giving you plenty of grip options. It has this nice like foamed texture, so it really created, even when I was sweating, no sort of slippage or discomfort while I was using it. Along with like comfort features, it does come with a tray in the middle, kind of right below the touchscreen, that you can easily put your iPhone or keys or wallet, you know, just kind of like a storage area. And then off to the sides, this bike does come with 3-pound dumbbells that you will be using on some cycling classes. Now, one thing that I think is honestly like stellar about this bike, like truthfully, I was shocked. The height capacity on this is recommended users from 5 feet all the way up to 6 feet 5 inches. And you can see like that seat raised massively high. There are other bike companies out there that say like this will go up to 6'2", and I'm just like, I don't see how it will fit a user up to 6'2" because it doesn't raise super high. This bad boy raises so high, so really a wide variety of people can definitely use this bike very comfortably. It also comes with a 30-pound front flywheel, not the heaviest flywheel that we see. I mean, the cheaper like Yasuda bike that I just did, if you haven't watched that review, definitely watch that. But that comes with a 35-pound flywheel, and it's half the cost of this NordicTrack. There are a lot of differences, so don't take that as like a reason to buy the Yasuda bike over the NordicTrack bike. But I will say that it does come with a 35-pound flywheel, whereas this comes with a 30-pound flywheel. Not the biggest deal. It still rode super smooth, and again, has that silent magnetic resistance along with it. This is not a compact bike by any means, but it does have a user weight capacity of 350 pounds, so definitely meets industry standards and allows a lot of people to be able to ride this. A couple other features that I just think are really enjoyable. The soundbar on this is so good. Like, I always say this about iFIT machines, their soundbar system, their quality, the loudness, the clarity that comes through is honestly amazing. The other thing I really like about what iFIT does with the sound system is that you have the ability to basically mix the sound however you want. So if you just want to hear the trainer, you can turn the music all the way down and just hear the trainer's call outs. If you want to turn off the trainer, you can go ahead and do that and just hear the music. And I will say, iFIT music choices are killer. Like, I always feel psyched by it. They have a wide variety of music choices and songs that they play with their classes, and they're always a lot of fun. On the side of the touchscreen, it does come with a USB-C charging port, so you do have the ability to charge your phone through that. And then it also comes with auto fans. So you can either do 3 levels of fans, which their fans are actually pretty decent, or you can go ahead and turn it to auto, which will basically rise with the intensity of your workout, and then it will kind of back off as you start to slow down. Okay, so this bike is a little bit more expensive. It costs $1,999, more expensive than the Peloton bike, more expensive than the Bowflex Velocore 22, both of which we have full reviews on if you want to check them out. The one thing that this does so well is the incline and decline feature. I haven't seen any other bike that has a 20% incline and a 10% decline at this cost point. So if that is something that is important to you, I do think it's worth spending that little extra money in order to get that function. Okay, Okay, so here's the big deal. Here's the thing that is always gonna drive me crazy about NordicTrack, and I wish they would change it, and I feel like I say this in all my videos, so NordicTrack, if you are listening, it is the warranty. With this warranty, you have 10 years on the frame, you have 2 years on parts, and then you have 1 year on labor and certain bike components. But here's where the kicker comes in. The warranty will be voided if it is not in a climate-controlled area. So like us garage gym owners who don't have an insulated garage, who don't have a heating and cooling system, essentially if something falls apart, NordicTrack finds out that it is a non-climate controlled area, your warranty is completely void. So I wish that were different because they market to home gym owners, and obviously home gym owners aren't going to have a ton of insulation in their garage. I wish that were different. My final thoughts on this is a very good bike. It has 4.8 stars out of 42 reviews on their website. I mean, people love how sturdy it is, how quiet it is. The incline and decline function is just phenomenal. And then really, if you are willing to spend the $39 a month for iFIT programming, I think that iFIT programming is genuinely some of the best programming out there. But let me know what you think about the cost point, about the subscription service, and then would you like this bike, or would you just go with like a cheaper non-subscription bike where you can go ahead and just like roll it in front of your TV and watch your favorite show, follow along with your own classes? Or again, do you like those guided workouts? Let us know in the comments. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews.